If you've cut the cord recently, you might have done it, you probably did it, to save some money. So instead of spending a bunch of money on expensive apps to watch TV and movies and stuff, you can actually get a ton of free content on your Android TV platform. Today we're using the NVIDIA Shield to take a look at this, but these should work on any Android TV platform. Let's dive in. So as we get started on this, first don't forget to subscribe down below and check the description. We have a lot of giveaways going these days and you can get info on that in the description, links to those giveaways, and make sure you subscribe for future ones. Now, today for the Android TV platform, we're going over the top 10 free Android TV apps. Now there are hundreds, maybe thousands of options out there for Android TV. These are just 10 of my favorites that I picked out that should get you started with a lot of free content available to you. So as we do this, the first thing to know is how to download an app on Android TV. If you already know how to do this, just skip ahead a couple minutes. But right now what we're gonna do is let's pick an app, say, I don't know, NASA app. You search for that and oh, they don't have it here, but NASA has an IPTV app. You have all these different apps. Okay, let's do some wallpaper. When you find these apps, you can find it in the Play Store here, download it, and it's ready to go. I'm not gonna download this one right now. I've done a bunch here. So to go to my home screen, I hit this button here on the NVIDIA Shield. The circle button takes me to my home screen. So I've got all my apps here. This is my favorite apps, I should say. If I hold that circle button, it will show me all the apps I have downloaded, so we could go through it that way and take a look at these. But I kind of have them in order here, so I'm gonna skip past a lot of these, you know, like Netflix, this is a paid app. This comes downloaded on your NVIDIA Shield or whatever other device you have. I'm gonna skip past the regular ones, YouTube, Google Play, Vudu, Amazon Music, and I'm gonna start with my first pick for a good free app, and that is Plex. Plex is an interesting one because it's not just free content gathered from around the web. This is where you can upload your own content. So if you have spent years gathering DVDs and Blu-rays and then converting those into digital files, or if you have digital files that you've gathered from around the web, you can actually load those into Plex and have them available to play in your Android TV platform. So on my NVIDIA Shield here, now I can go look at my home videos, movies, photos, that sort of thing. You guys don't get to see my, my personal stuff, but you can also go in here and they've got recommended podcasts and web shows, news stories that you can check out as you go through Plex. So it does pull in some content aggregated from around the web in addition to the stuff that you can load in yourself. Next up is Twitch. This will be familiar to any gamers, which is perfect for the NVIDIA Shield. If you bought this, you're likely a gamer. So Twitch, you're probably already familiar with this, but yes, it is available on Android TV. If you enjoy video games, if like me, you were the third of 3 boys, and so you never got to play video games, you just had to watch video games, this is a lot of fun. Now you can go pick whatever your favorite games are. You know, World of Warcraft obviously is popular. My favorite would be StarCraft 2. Big StarCraft 2 fan, and so now I can go check out live streams of tournaments or just people playing online and, you know, going through their gameplay. So Twitch is a lot of fun. Now, number 3 is Steam Link. Similarly, this is going to be for gamers as well. If you have a Steam account and you're using that to play video games on your PC, you can actually link that PC, your Steam account in that PC, to your NVIDIA Shield or your other Android TV device, and Steam Link will allow you to play that. In the case of the NVIDIA Shield, it comes with a game controller that you can use for that sort of thing. Otherwise, you might have to get a different Bluetooth controller similar to this one. Steam actually sells a Bluetooth controller that you can use for this. So Steam Link is a great option for that. Next up is Telebean. Telebean is a video conferencing or video calling app. It's really easy to set up. All you do is, for instance, on this NVIDIA Shield, it's got a USB port on the back. You plug a webcam into that, set it on top of your TV, and Telebean will allow you to video call right there on your TV. So you don't have to use your phone, you don't have to use your computer if those are tied up, or for some reason you'd rather use it on the big screen. so that you have a lot of screen real estate for that video calling. Telebeam allows you to do that. A great option there. These two kind of go together, obviously, PBS and PBS Kids. I'll talk a little bit more about channel-specific downloads, but PBS might be my favorite one just for sheer amount of family-friendly content that you can get either through PBS or PBS Kids. So in this case, you just log in here. It's going to have you connect your, it's going to have you log in at pbs.com, activate the app so that it knows where you are logging in from. That way you get not just nationwide PBS content, but you can get your local content as well. In my case, KUED. So whatever's airing on KUED here in the Salt Lake City area, I can get that wherever you are. It'll link that local content as well as the national stuff. Pretty cool. PBS Kids, obviously that's a no-brainer if you have kids. All the Daniel Tigers ever, it's great. All right, next up, Puffin TV. This is a browser. If you need to browse the internet on your Android TV device, it's kind of tricky because there are a lot of browser options out there, but not all of them are optimized for a TV experience. Puffin is optimized for that. So I can come into the Puffin browser, I can start searching, I can go directly to a URL, or it will curate some content for me if I want to go through a few different categories here. It'll show me my recently viewed stuff. If I want to view a web page that I was on recently, I can do that, and I can navigate it here just with my remote or with the game controller as well. So next up is kind of another twofer, and this one is the Sideload Launcher. The Sideload Launcher is this is going to take a little explanation. Sideloading. If you're not familiar with this, this is something you should get familiar with because you may need to use it. It's used for any time an app that you want to use on your Android TV is not available in the Android TV store, you can sideload it. So for instance, Google Drive. For some reason, that was not available or is not available on the Android TV platform. But if you want to access your Google Drive files here on your TV, you're going to need to sideload that. It's a sort of complicated process that we're not going to go through today, but you would download that app elsewhere and then use something like the Explore File Explorer to bring it into your Android TV. But once it's there, it's not going to show up in your home page. So what do? You use something like the Sideload Launcher, and that's going to pull together all of these different apps that you have sideloaded. Now you can navigate to those apps. So this is going to be vital. Something like Sideload Launcher and Explore would be vital if you want to do sideloading. Get both of these. There are others out there. These are just the ones that are easy and popular and the ones that I would recommend. Next up are a couple that I recommend for just about any platform out there. Pluto TV and Tubi TV are available not just on Android TV, but on all the other platforms as well. And they're great if you're looking for free content on your device. So Pluto TV is free live TV. So they have scheduled TV. Oops, let's turn that down. They have scheduled TV just like you're used to with your cable or satellite subscription. They have different channels that you can go through. So if you want to watch Spotlight, you just pop in and watch it like you would elsewhere. And it is commercial supported, again, just like you're used to on cable or satellite. And you can browse through, check out different free movies and TV shows. Again, commercial supported, but you can scroll through that kind of like you would with Netflix or something along those lines. Speaking of which, that's exactly what Tubi TV is essentially an ad-supported version of Netflix. It doesn't have the same movies and TV shows as Netflix, you know, it is a different app. But in this, you can scroll through different genres, different categories, pick a show, and if you want to watch that, it is going to be free to you, but commercial supported. So if you're okay with dealing with a few commercials here and there, then Tubi and Pluto are wonderful options. And then last up, again, it's kind of a twofer category, or it's as many as you want. These are channel-specific apps. I pulled a couple here, BBC America and the CW. There are a lot of other channels out there that do this. ABC, I know, has an app that lets you watch all their shows commercial supported for free. Well, all, most, some, it depends on the app. But for instance, with the CW, if I pop in here, it's going to give me a ton of different shows that I can scroll through and see. So if I want to watch the latest episode of The Outpost, I kind of started that a little while ago. I can watch that commercial supported at no charge. All you have to do is download the app. So it's pretty sweet. With all these options, you've got no excuse for paying a ton of money if you cut the cord. That being said, a lot of us are still going to pay for Netflix and Hulu or whatever, but if you do want to get away from paying a bunch of money for your entertainment, there are a lot of free options out there on your streaming device. So on the Android TV, these are the 10 that I recommend. If you have any others that you would recommend for people, just hit the comments below and let me know what your favorites are. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and give this video a like if it was helpful, dislike it if it wasn't, and we'll see you next time.